Thanks, Becca. Well, Colin, it was a big upset for Iowa. The good old Iowa football is back with the run game as their main source of yards.
Yeah, definitely, Ashlyn. The running game did their part, but so did the defense in helping the Hawkeyes pull off this massive upset against Michigan.
I agree. Taylor Brooks starts our football coverage off with the Iowa City hometown hero.
It was a night for upsets all across the country in college football. One by one, top teams started to fall, and it all started with Pittsburgh upsetting number 2 Clemson, and then USC beating out number 4 Washington, and then Iowa decided to add a cherry on top of one of the most insane Saturdays and end number 3 Michigan's 9-0 perfect record. 33 yards was all that stood between Iowa winning one of the biggest games in school history.
Tyler Kluber and Ron Cluzy and the line, they do an amazing job. Just tremendous all season. Right when I knew it was down, perfect hold, I felt it off my foot and I knew it went in. So
I'm just happy for Keith. That's so cool for a freshman to go out there and do that, and I'm just glad I could put him in position, me and Ron, to help him make that kick.
He did a great job. Coming down there, clutching the last, in the last couple seconds. That's going to boost his confidence, and that's what you need as a kicker.
Every ounce of faith was put into true freshman Keith Duncan, as Jim Harbaugh's icing didn't even matter.
I had a feeling he would do that, but I wasn't thinking about it. So whether we were going to snap it or get the first kickoff, I was going to kick it. Whether we get the second kickoff, I was going to kick it.
I shouldn't be up here. Keith should be up here. Keith Duncan, man, he's a phenomenal kicker. He's a better person. Deserves every bit of success. A lot of people think before a game-winning field goal, you got to go up to the kicker and say this or say that, but you just got to leave him alone. We're in no man's land to begin with, and I did my best to just get everybody kind of away from him, and he was really mature.
With this win over Michigan, it secures bowl eligibility for Iowa, but they still have to go to Illinois next weekend, and then after that, back home for their last home game against Nebraska. Reporting with the Iowa Hawkeyes inside Kinnick Stadium, this has been Taylor Brooks, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
This wasn't the first time Iowa upset Michigan while they were ranked number 2. Back in '85, the Hawks beat the Wolverines right in Kinnick with Jim Harbaugh as their quarterback.
Now, besides Keith Duncan, Iowa's defense also was a major factor in the upset on Saturday night. Mary Kate Herron has more.
As the Hawkeyes handed now number 4 Michigan their first loss of their season, the Iowa defense completely took over the game as they forced 5 3-and-outs and held them to only 201 total yards. But what completely changed the momentum of the game was defensive tackle Jaleel Johnson's 2-yard tackle for loss that resulted in a safety and put Iowa on the board.
I think that play was huge. Jaleel made an incredible play, getting penetration and making the play. It just sparked us. It just kind of made it real that we have a chance to beat these guys if we just come out and keep playing with passion and keep playing hard and just being exact in our techniques.
That definitely gave us, our team momentum. Putting some points on the board. I gave our offense some juice. Go out there and perform at their best. So.
You knew coming in, they were second or third ranked team. You knew that you were probably going to be underdogs. We just had to come into the game, trying to be aggressive, stay off our heels, stay on our toes, and just know, anything can happen.
While the Hawkeyes did prove themselves on Saturday night that they are underdogs no more. So where and what was the defense doing during that winning field goal?
My back was to the I was on the sideline, kneeling down, praying.
I was kind of jumping around, really antsy about it. Some guys were closing their eyes and stuff, so I wanted to watch the whole thing, and it was awesome.
Just linking arms with Mayback, just praying that it was going to go in. And then I took off and left him behind. He crippled his way somewhere. Just right now, we're just enjoying it. It's a lot of hard work that goes into being a Hawkeye. And to have this happen at Kinnick Stadium, it's incredible.
Well, adding to the many crazy things that have happened in college football this season, the Iowa defense completely shutting down Michigan, holding them to only 13 points in a season where they have averaged 48 points per game, definitely makes that list. Now, hopefully, the Hawkeyes can continue this momentum into the last 2 games of their season. Reporting from Kinnick Stadium, this has been Mary Kate Herron, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
As Mary Kate said, hopefully the Hawkeyes will be able to use this as momentum as they get ready to go on the road to Champaign this Saturday.
Iowa men's basketball is officially underway for the 2016-2017 season. The Hawks got the season started with 2 games at home this weekend. Taylor Van Fleet and Katie Sextro have the recaps from Carver.
Iowa men's basketball kicked off their regular season against Kennesaw State, and this young team is off to a promising start. Peter Jock had a big night offensively with 27 points in just 26 minutes of action. Ahmad Wagner came up big defensively and had 12 points in the game. And Cordell Pemsel had an impressive night in his first game wearing a Hawkeye uniform.
I thought he was really good. I thought he picked us up when he first came in. But he was posting hard. He gave us a low post presence offensively. He missed a couple that I think he'll make.
It was definitely refreshing to know that at this level I could be comfortable playing my role.
Ahmad was really good. I thought, again, at both ends, energy, athleticism, scoring, shot blocking.
Been working all summer, improving that part of my game, my ball handling, my shooting, just working on everything that can help this team offensively and defensively. So I was glad I could show it tonight.
The men had a quick turnaround and played again on Sunday afternoon against Savannah State. We'll toss it to Katie Sextro, who has the recap.
Thanks, Taylor. The Hawks had no problem here at Carver on Sunday. They took care of Savannah State 116-84 and made 18 three-pointers, setting a new school record. And underclassmen Brady Ellingson and Cordell Pemsel were a huge asset to that record and the game.
It was all confidence. We had our shoot around today, and I was shooting them there, and my main focus was just to get off the front of the rim, and I was hitting them tonight.
With every game, and especially every win, it's a step in the right direction for us, and we're trying to work hard every day in practice to gain chemistry and confidence.
We would have preferred a little more of a mixture of penetration, but we have good three-point shooters, and we were open. Our plan was to shoot a few less threes and have a few more drive the closeout, finish at the rim. I think we used really good judgment and made good shot attempts there.
Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, this is Katie Sextro for Daily Iowan TV Sports.
The men's basketball team is back in action Thursday night in Carver at 8 against Seton Hall.
Another sport that kicked off their season this weekend was Iowa wrestling. They competed at the Luther Open.
The Hawks left the tournament with 12 titles. Each weight class left with the champion in the elite bracket except for 285 pounds.
The Hawks come back home for the Iowa City Duels this Friday. That's all we have for you in the sports studio. Back to you at the desk.